Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step of how I created this beautiful wig. Now first I'm going to be starting off with my hair company's 13x6 blonde frontal. Now what I'm going to be doing is dyeing the roots. So I'm going to be using this Wella in the dark natural brown. Now the first thing that you want to do to ensure or limit how much color or dye you get onto the knots, you do want to spray it or coat it lightly with the Got To Be Freeze spray. I say lightly because it has just helped me so much, and I can get a lot closer to the root that way. So once you let it dye, then you're going to take your bowl, you're going to pour in some of the Wella hair dye. So after that's done, you're going to get some of the Ion Developer 30 volume, and you're just going to pour it in with your actual hair dye. So once that's done, you do want to take whatever item you're going to be using to mix with. I'm just using my dye brush. You're just going to take that item and you're just going to start to whisk. Okay, so you just want to whisk and whisk and whisk until everything has been mixed in together to where you don't see the separation of the dye and the developer. So, just a disclaimer, in order to do this, you will need a lot of time and you will need to have a lot of patience. This is not something that you can rush through. I don't know what happened to my footage. As you can see, I had started it and I started the footage to show you all, look at the bottom of the lace and things like that and how there is no color, and I've gotten as close to the root as possible. I don't know what happened to that footage to show you all how I got to the complete look, which is going to be in the next clip. But if I decide to do this again, I will be more than happy to show you all how I did it and what's my tricks and what I use to help me not to get it onto the lace or the knots. So once that's all done, I'm going to go in with the Kiss and the electric yellow. And then I'm also going to be using the Artic Fox Cosmic Sunshine. Let me tell you all, the Artic Fox is my absolute favorite. So I'm just going to be pouring both of those into the bowl that I have, my dyeing bowl. And then I'm going to be mixing those two together. So after everything is mixed together, what you're going to do is you're just going to take some of the color on the brush, and then you just want to do the same motion that I'm doing. Y'all excuse my box. My table, my coloring table, is actually all the way in some boxes because I'm moving, so I could not take it out because it was all wrapped up and in the back somewhere. So I had to get one of my boxes that I'm going to be using just so that I can make sure I don't stain anything else, and it's a box, it'll be quite fine. So in doing this, y'all mind my ash, okay? I just jumped out the shower so that I can finish doing this while letting everything dry. Now what I'm doing is just taking that brush and putting the color on the brush and and just going through the hair. Now I'm going to do this for the entire head. Now, I do want to let you know you do not have to do it this way. Me not thinking, I did most of the hair until I got to where my brain clicked and I was like, hey, you can just do, a little bit of it to get it away from the root, and then you can watercolor method. So as you can see, that's why in this clip now you can see that I'm not really doing all of it like how I did that first strand. I'm just going to be doing a couple of them I'm just going to be doing it up until a certain point, because I didn't have to go through the entire head. So I'm going to be completing the same steps throughout the entire frontal. When doing this, you do want to go a little bit over the color that you did originally. The reason why is so that it can transition into the second color a lot better and a lot smoother. So that way it's not like, a harsh line of demarcation. Like, okay, I see where she started this color, and then bam, I see a line where now this second color has started. So that's definitely what you want to do, and I would say is my tip when you're dyeing hair such as this, so that it can look as natural as yellow hair can be. Take away the big shirts, the tattoos, the sweatpants and veins. Okay, I don't wear no makeup, no purse in my hands. My resting face is mistaken for the mean girl. But what if I told you there's nothing I want more in this world than somebody who loves me naked? Someone who never asks for love, but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? Yeah, 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 naked. Yeah, 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 naked. Oh, yeah, yeah. Might be up in the morning, so catch me at nighttime. Some of my friends think I'm moody, but I think I'm just fine. I could be, but I act like I'm not. I really remember when I say I forgot. No matter how hard I try to run away from love at the end of the night, I need somebody who loves me naked. Someone who never asks for love, but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? Yeah, 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 naked. Yeah, 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 naked. I need someone who loves me when I wake up, who thinks I'm beautiful when I'm looking for love. I want that perfect love, am I asking too much? Someone who shoots for the stars, knowing nothing, I'm not good enough. I need somebody who loves me naked, someone who never asks for love, but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? Yeah, 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 naked. Yeah, 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 naked. So this is the finished look after I'm done dyeing. I did watercolor the hair off camera, and then I also decided to add a little bit extra because I didn't just like it. I didn't want it to be just the yellow. So I felt like I wanted a little extra. So I dipped the bottom half of the hair in the orange. It was the Adore Orange Sunset. So I just dipped in that bottom. And now what I'm going to be doing is styling. Now I'm not going to show you the entire thing because it's pretty repetitive, but I'm going to be going in with the Beyond the Zone, my absolute favorite heat protector. It does protect the hair and it smells amazing. So I'm just going to spray this onto the hair. And then next I'm going to be using my absolute favorite flat iron, which is the ion titanium flat iron. I got that from Sally's Beauty Supply Store. It's about $75 before tax for the actual item. Now I have it set to 410 degrees. I don't know if that can be seen in camera. It doesn't look like it. So the highest I have went on this has been the entire 450. Now you have to be extremely careful with the titanium or any heat protecting tool because it can cause the hair to fry if you leave it on the hair for too long. Now, thankfully, I really haven't had this problem only but twice, and that was because I kind of left it on the hair for longer than I should have. So I really wanted to show you all just how good this flat iron is. Now, this is in one go round that I'm doing this. Now, I did go a little bit slower, but just one and you're good to go. I did go in extra because I saw some parts where it looked like it was a little bit bumpy, and it looked like it still had some of the curl or wave to it, so just went over it again. But if you are a beginner and let's just say you want to get a really good flat iron that's not too expensive, I would definitely say this is the least expensive item that you can get that is going to last you a very long time, and that's very good, where you don't have to do too much work. So now I'm just going to be quiet and let you all enjoy just how great it is, or how great it looks just to do once, and that's it. You move on to the next section. Take away the big shirts, the tattoos, the sweatpants and veins. Okay, I don't wear no makeup, no purse in my hands. My resting face is mistaken for the mean girl. But what if I told you there's nothing I want more in this world than somebody who loves me naked? Someone who never asks for love but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? Yeah, 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 naked. Yeah, 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 yeah. So as I just finished up the rest of the hair, I cut it off camera and then I braided it off camera, and that's how I got to this look. So I thank you all so much for watching.